I'm excited, and I think when you get selected for the tournament, it's a product of the work that's been put in, and I think our group of young women have done that. I think our staff has done that. I think the school has done that for us in terms of what's given. So I'm happy to give back, excited to go extend our volleyball season and compete a little bit longer.
Back-to-back NCAA tournament appearances, first time this program's done that in several years. Just what's that mean for you guys and kind of the work you mentioned trying to build this program to something?
Yeah, it means a lot. And when you take over a program, you have a vision for what this is going to be. And my first step was getting this back to where it has been. And this was a perennial tournament team year in and year out, and that's what it deserves to be. So for me, it's a sense of accomplishment that we've gotten it there maybe faster than we thought we would. And again, that's a product of the work, I think, from my staff first and foremost, probably, and then going through to our players. They've really bought into what it is that we want this to be about. They've bought into the way we want to play volleyball, to the skill set, but also the mentality that we want to have around this program. And I think that's showing with 2 tournament appearances in a row.
You mentioned to your team just a couple times, last year y'all were kind of in a different spot. Just how good did it feel to, know you were solidly in the field and kind of hoping maybe you had an outside shot at even hosting?
Yeah, you sleep better at night. I'll say that one for sure. And then I got here and I was like, and then all of a sudden the show started and I'm like, you get anxious head coach brain where you're like, did they forget to write our name on the form or things along those lines, and just where are we going to go, who are we going to play? But a different feeling, and it's definitely a lot less stressful. But I think the same sense of joy and pride, and again, the work that's been put in and gotten us to this point.
How do you think that experience from last year will carry over to this year? Just maybe not much nervousness.
Yeah, I think a lot. And it's weird, I don't worry about that with this team. I think even last year, you look at it, and we went into Texas and played them, and I think first set, if I remember correctly, was 25-14 or something along those lines, and came out on fire. And I think we're a steadier volleyball team right now than we were a year ago. So I told the girls earlier, I think the thing I'm most happy about right now is just the quality of volleyball that we're playing across the board. So I'm excited to put that to the test against a good Colorado State team.
How good do you feel about, you said you've been really happy with the way y'all have played as of late. How good does it feel to go into the tournament after a 3-game sweep or such?
Yeah, good. And I've been asked about that match a lot in terms of, do you think that gives confidence? And it's not necessarily that we won, it's just the way that we were playing volleyball. That we were consistent across 3 sets. I thought they came at us twice with kind of a ferocious, 4-point run at one point. And we got our heels for a second and then dug back in and came forward in the middle of the set, which is what we need to do in the tournament. It's one of the biggest things we've talked about. So for me, the way we've been playing is the most important thing.
And I'm sure you haven't looked yet, but Colorado State, do you know anything about their team program?
Yeah, I know about the program. Their previous head coach was a good friend of mine. He retired, I believe, 2 years ago, and their head coach now was the assistant, so I've known her fairly well, and they're good. They've been well-trained for lots and lots of years, and I haven't watched this iteration of them outright, but once we get done with this, it's probably where I'm going to rush and do. So I'll get back to you more on that in a little bit.
You get to start on Friday instead of Thursday. Does the extra day help at all? Or?
Yeah, I think it does. Our girls, you get to the end of the season, and again, I've talked about our staff. I think our sports science staff, that's our entire sports medicine staff. I'm not just going to say sports science, but have done a really good job making sure that our athletes are peaking at the right time, and this is one of them. And I think going back to the question about the last 3 games, 4 games, and we've been playing well. I think we've been physically well also, and jumping well, and have live arms. And I think with the Friday, we get to give the girls an extra day off and then get to work and be a little bit fresher once we get there on Friday.
Logan and Nathaniel made all first team today. Just how much have they helped you guys get to this moment?
Immensely. This is hard to answer with Logan sitting right behind you. Immensely. And first off, I'm going to throw it off to the rest of the team also. I think we probably have 5 or 6 people that are deserving of awards at the end of the year. And I think a big part of, for example, a big part of the reason why we're able to do what we're able to do right now is the ability to pass. And that's something that doesn't necessarily get awards at the end of the year, but I think that's the foundation of it that allows everyone to be great on our volleyball team. But I think they've both been, special, and I'm happy that they got recognized for that in different ways throughout this year. I think if you look at Afena, she's one of the best blockers in the country, and it's a unique skill set. I was a middle, just the ability to use our hands in some different ways and get some stuffs, and she dominates in that category. And then offensively, she's been a beast in there offensively, and I think this year learned to manage the tough situations a little bit better, which is pretty unique for a middle blocker. There's some stuff she's doing offensively that's pretty special, and then Logan's been the one carrying the load, and just when we need a kill, it's the person we can chuck up any ball to, whether it's high or fast or something along those lines. And again, I think I've been saying this one the entire year, just the area that's developed is the all-around ability to play. So I think just defensively, you're seeing her make some ups that she wasn't making in the past that have made my eyebrows go up and been wow. And then again, the other one that I've been giving her congratulations on is just the ability to manage tough situations offensively, and be able to keep the ball in play but cause some trouble on the other side of the net and get kills more often than not. So I think they're both, developing. I'm proud of them, and I still think they have some room to grow. So I'm excited to see what they bring next year as well.
What do you feel like the ceiling for this team is as y'all are entering the postseason? What's it take to achieve that?
Yeah, play like we've been playing. I think when we play consistently, and again, that serve pass game is consistent, and we're able to play aggressively but keep the ball in the court, I think we're really, really hard to beat. And we've been playing like that for 4 straight. And I don't even say longer than that, like 6 or 7 matches. Even the losses we have, there were pieces of them where, man, we're playing good volleyball, and we just needed to string it together for longer, and that's happening right now. So if I were an opposing coach, I would not want to play us right now. Just the way we're playing, just we're executing the fundamentals of this game at a really, really high level, and then doing some special things on top of it. So it's usually a recipe for wins.
Okay, Logan, first of all, just thoughts on the draw.
Yeah, no, I think it's a really good draw. I mean, this tournament, they said it at the beginning of the show, but it's competitive. Like, lots of really good teams. Same with the SEC this year. It's been really competitive. So I think any draw, you're going to have tough teams. But no, I'm excited for ours. So
I'll open it up.
Yeah, just what do you think you guys have been able to accomplish the last couple weeks that gives you the confidence that y'all can actually make a run here in the postseason?
yeah, I mean, just looking back to like our whole season, right? I mean, we beat Texas at Texas. It's a huge accomplishment for us. Finished 5th in the SEC, which was our ultimate goal that we set at the beginning of the season. I think just pulling out some gritty matches. Georgia's a good team, 1-4. LSU had lost previously to them. So it's just stuff like that. I think we just look back on our accomplishments and just know that we're a good, gritty team and have the capability to go really far. So.
Jamie keeps saying that he wouldn't want to play you guys if you were in a position.
Yeah. I mean, I think, like you said, like they wouldn't want to play us right now. I think we're hitting a really good spot. Lots of teams, peak at different times, different parts of the season. I'd say we're peaking at a pretty awesome time heading into the tournament. Had a really good last stretch of SEC play. And yeah, no, I'm excited to, hopefully take it as far as we can in the tournament. So.
The season can be a grind. Just what do you feel like the difference has been this year that you guys are, healthy and
Yeah.
like you said, good.
Yeah. Well, one, I mean, I think we're a more, senior team. We have 11 juniors, which is insane. So we've all kind of been there, done that, and just know how to take care of ourselves a little bit better and recovery, things like that. We got a new strength trainer, Tom. He's been amazing for our team. Jamie kind of touched on it, but our sports science team is amazing as far as, load managing, things like that. Just keeping us healthy for as long as possible, just heading into the tournament. So.
You were named to the All-SEC first team. Talk about that one, what it means to you and be able to share.
Yeah, I always say like the opposites in the SEC are insane. So like to be honored as an opposite on the first team is really, really special, really awesome. Couldn't do it without my teammates. Huge congrats to Afena as well. Like very well deserved, but also just couldn't accomplish it without the people behind me. My back row, the server Steve, my setter Maddie, she's amazing. So yeah, lots of credits to my teammates, coaches. But yeah, super, super awesome.
Back-to-back tournament appearances. What does it just say about the direction that this team is heading for the program?
Yeah, I think we all are just bought in. We knew kind of coming in that we had a lot of work to do as far as we were one of the last in the tournament last year, and we knew we could reach a whole other level going in this year with the pieces that we brought in, transfers, new stuff that we worked on in the off season. So I think we just knew that we had a whole other level we could get to and accomplish it here in this season. So.
We heard Jamie mention goals, or we heard him mention goal setting to you. It seems like an important piece of this. Just, where does this kind of fit in what y'all set out to do this season?
Yeah, we said we wanted to get 5th in the SEC, accomplish that, and then make as far as a run in the tournament as possible. We lost to Texas in the first round last year, which was a great match. I mean, I think we competed with them super closely, and we just knew that we had a like more to give. And so hoping that we can get past that first round this year and just, make it as far as possible. So.
You know anything about Colorado State? You ever been to Arizona?
I've been to Scottsdale, but I don't think that's where we're going. So, and I know nothing about Colorado State, but like I said, I mean, tournament's competitive. Every team's a good team anyone can beat anyone on any day. So lots of preparation this week, but it'll be good.